Let's just get this thing started. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, good get on in here. Good day, good times. Today I am just coming to tell you that today is your day. If nobody told you already, half the damn day is done. And if it ain't done already, then I need you to know that today was your day and today still is your day. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give some people some time to get in because the other day someone said that I started off fast and they didn't get anything. So we're going to have some listening pleasure. I take comments too because I definitely want. It's something about music. There's a piece of music that music does what music does for you, for whoever it is. Um, my introduction to music, however, was different because the music that I really resonate with is gospel music. And I mean, like, I'm talking about the hymns of the church. And I was a kid that actually, I used to dread the hymns, and I used to try to figure out why is there no drum beat? Like, why can we not be beating the drum or something? Like, why does this hymn have to sound so bad? So, what I have done in my adult life is just try to represent represent me as honest as true as I can be, and be as real as and authentic as to what God has given me, to the talents that He's provided or allowed me to be blessed with. So we're gonna give some people some time, but just a little bit of listening. I think I should. I know I can. I'm just gonna tell you just like this. At one time I couldn't feel anything. I mean, I would be on fire. My body was but now, by the grace of God, I be hurting myself. I mean, so listen, I can feel it. It almost is like, ouch. But in my house, I got it in like, hey, God. Cause you could do this, you could do this or that. You could do this or you could choose that. You just got that. No choice in our. So we got to be new. Together we stand to find it we fall. 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 So you could choose this, you could choose that, this or that. Hey, come on in. We're gonna get started in 6 seconds, but we need to know that together we will stand and divided we don't fall. Whether I die, whether I live, so our children will forgive. It's a beautiful sight to see when we all just agree that our children are not what they see. That our children are not what they see. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just need to hear that. Because you need to know that the choice is actually ours. So it's all about the way you want to choose. So today, what I wanted to do was I wanted to come in and tell you that today is your day. So regardless of how it looks, regardless of where you are, regardless of the news that you got today, I'm coming to tell you that today is your day. Like Shirley Caesar says it the best. I think she just says, "Today is your day," and then she says, "Get ready, get ready, get ready." Hey, you know. So this afternoon, I just really wanted to let someone know that it's so easy to get caught up in where you are that you don't even realize that right now in this part of your life, you're winning. This is the win. It might be bad, but it's a win. You just have to ask yourself, where is this when in the process of what I'm supposed to be doing? Because a lot of us have been doing something and it might not even be what we were supposed to be doing or what we thought we were supposed to be doing. We were doing what someone told us to do because that's what they told us to do. And we thought that that was the right thing because that's what they told us to do. And then you get to a realization where you realize that if life is not good, if life is not going the way you maybe have intended it to do, it could be the way you're looking at it. So I came to tell you that today is your day. You can have a good one. You can have a bad one. You should have few all in the same day. Now, to some, that just probably just took you somewhere else. But I'm saying, like, okay, let's say somebody cut you off early in the morning. Ain't no way in the world that you got cut off early in the morning and you still mad about it at 11. I'm just saying, because if you still mad about somebody cutting you off 2 hours ago, it's not so much the person's fault that cut you off more than it's your fault because you still carry it. You're still holding it. You've had 2 hours to allow things to just go the way that God has intended them to go, and you can't get past the fact that you got cut off at 6:45 because you just didn't want to do something. Understand that today is your day. If you've been holding on to something that you just know you need to say, can I tell you that today is your day? Call the person, say what you need to say. If it's not nice what you need to say, then check yourself before you say it because you need to do what you need to do in the right way so that you can sow good seed in this season because this is a season where you can look right now and see that the harvest that we are in is all due to bad seeds that have been sown. And as long as we continue to sow bad seeds, we can continue to see a bad harvest. But I'm here to let you know that today is your day. Today is the day that you don't have to do it anymore like you've been doing it. Why? Because we all have a right to change. Everyone has a right to change. If you have not already seized the opportunity to go and grab your surviving the tough time, I ask you now to go and get it. The reason why surviving tough times is a 30-day walk through to me that calls it life. Why? Because in order for us to be able to do what we need to do for our future, we ourselves have to be able to check it, wreck it, and do what it is. So the first thing we do is claim that today is the day. So that way you can see it in your mind, you can say it, and then you can claim that thing. And then, like I said, you feed into it. You feed it with the good things of how it is that today is your day. I know somebody's trying to piss you off. They might be trying to piss you off right now. You have to be able to find a place inside of you where you know that today is your day and ain't nobody going to take you from that part of that day and hold fast on it. And when you get real good, you can start to get like this swagger because there's like an authority that comes when you know that today is your day. When you know that you have been granted grace. Now, some people, I can see, I like to talk. And when I say you, if it's the you and you, then catch it. If I say they and you know some theys and you know where they are, then think of them. But truth be told, this is just a word that wherever it lands, it should hit you. And if it doesn't, that's why they say misunderstood Adrian, because you remember who I was and maybe what it was that said, but you don't remember how it was said. Just know that today is your day. Know that before you call it a loss, try to find out what God is trying to say into it. Because I do know that one thing that I do realize is that if you had the ability to dream, like let's say it came in a dream. A lot of people have things that they dream about, but they never aspire to be because it was just a dream. It was a fantasy. It was something that every time they close their eyes they might see, but it's not like that thing for them. Okay, I guess if you continuously close your eyes and you see something and you don't know what the hell it is, I just think it's time for you to go find out what it is. Because every time you close your eyes, if you see it, then today might be your day to go figure that out. See what that is, because God is trying to say something. There's another person that I guess I'm speaking to right now. You know how you be like, oh, I want to do that, but then you decide that that's not what you want to do, because you just know if you do that, then this might happen, and then that might happen. So, oh no, I can't do it like that, because if I do it like that, then this this will happen. No, I'm letting you know that today is your day. You're gonna have to step up outside that box and go and find out what it is that God is calling you to do. There's something about stepping out on something called faith. A lot of people say that they have faith, but they have faith in the things that really make no sense. Like people have faith in their cable so that they can watch shows and TV and stuff like that. I mean, I understand that you have faith because you paid your bill, but just think of how you sound when it comes down to a whole conversation of faith. Like you're believing on the fact that your show is coming on at 8, and someone else is believing that the violence in their city is going to stop. Same type of belief system, but the faith of it is a little bit stronger because you really believe that that show's coming at 8. But how much faith do we have that says that we're going to change what it looks like in the world? We're going to change what our neighborhoods look like. That's faith. That's called stepping out, grabbing it, and saying that, you know what? It doesn't even matter what it looks like. I can speak on the fact that I know what I'm looking at in my head. And as long as I see it in my head, that means that I can see it. And then that means I can be it. And that means that I can go and get it. So for you today, the best thing I can tell you is you better go get it. Today is your day. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Do you understand? You need to go around and tell people, hey, guess what today is? Today is my day. You see what I'm saying? They're letting me know that today is my day. They're calling me to say that today is the day. Why? Because ever since the book came out, I'm not going to lie. Ever since the book came out, so much has happened in my own existence that I've had to look at myself and say, wow, you better make this a day. Ain't no such thing as you allowing the enemy to take what is rightfully ours. Every day I see how every day I see how it can play on a person. I see how it can play on your situation. I see how it plays on the way that people exist with each other. Even within the COVID, even within the tests. All of these tests, people said that they needed to get a test. They wanted you to get a test. Now, if you listen to these reports are saying that the tests are there and the people are not. That's what I'm hearing. But see, I listen to things and I hear the other side of through on things, because sometimes the things that they're telling us are not the things that we're supposed to be really listening to. So you have to be able to go past what the people are saying to you so that you can understand it. You still need to if you stand strong in the fact that you know that today is your day, then you find your win in the day. Do you understand? Well, if you like to be like a note taker or something that my goal is to just let you know that no matter where you are, what you're doing, or how you're doing it, that it is all right. God is pleased with exactly what it is that you're doing. Even if it ain't right, he's still pleased with it because he knows that you still want to try. If you have completely given up all that left out hope, guess what? He believes in you too, because you have a breath tomorrow that'll change your mind. Something may happen. Somebody might have a conversation with you. The blessing of it is that's what life is about. Living. I know so many people that are living their lives, but not really living their lives because they want to make sure that they don't do this or they don't do that. But so it's like, let's go do this. And they're like, okay, well, let's go do this. But then they're not really going to do it because they're not even going to give their whole selves to it because they know that they really shouldn't be doing it, or this is not right because people have said that this is wrong, or however the case may be. When people are doing the dirt that they do, the difference is when people learn to embrace their dirt, they understand that God sees their dirt, and now they don't want God to see dirt, and so they try to fix dirt. That's how things happen. Not by you telling me that I'm bad, not by you telling me I'm wrong, by you telling me I need to get my life together, but you showing me the example of what life looks like while my life is together. You make me want to be you make me want to be together. That's the example that we're looking for today. That's why I came on here to let somebody know that today is your day. And this is how you can make sure that no matter what you're doing, you have a day. You make sure that even in the midst of when somebody is trying to knock you off of, as you would say, your square, or knock you off of your day. Like I gave the example of the car cutting you off. It could be a coworker saying something with too much shade for you and ain't no damn sun. You know what I mean? Like, did you just say that to me? Like, who is she talking to? Like that, like those little meme conversations, they start the whole thing in the process of how you look at the day. Like the people that you come in contact with in the course of the day are the ones that kind of stimulate your day. But if your day is just you in your head, you got to really be able to grab a hold to it. So I wanted to leave you with like some tricks, I guess. You know, they're tricks, but they're good tricks to know. The first thing you should always want to do is smile. Smiling is, to me, smiling is almost what do they say? Contagious. Like, so if I'm smiling at you, before you know it, you'll be smiling at me, and you might not even know why you're smiling, but because we're smiling, the whole place is like smiling, and everyone's like, well, why are we smiling? And we're like, I don't even know, but she's smiling, so I'm smiling back at her. And so just a smile, you'd be so surprised how you can throw someone's day off with a smile because they're so upset or they want to be mad. And so a smile is just, it goes, it just goes to be said. And then if you smile and then have the audacity to be kind, oh my God, like hold the door. Or literally, like the best feeling in the world is to be walking into the store and be right in front of the person, but not really right in front of the person, but like literally right in front of the person that you actually have to pause, wait a second, and let them walk to the door. That's a good feeling. When that person sees that you have actually taken the time to stop, to hold the door for them, you've made someone's day. If you have not tried it, try it. Trust me. If it doesn't make your day, it's going to make someone else's day because the person that you held the door for is going to be like, "Oh my God," like, because we're so into our own selves that we really don't pay that much attention to the small simple things. I only pay attention to them because I watch the kids and the reactions to when we don't do what the kids are being taught to do. And then to watch that first question, like, he didn't hold the door. Eh, I'm that adult to be like, yeah, he should have held the door. You're right. Like, because you need to speak to the children and let the children know you're right. That he was wrong. And excuse me, sir. The baby even seen that that was wrong. Like, so everybody needs just a little reckoning in a nice way with a smile and being kind. It comes off a whole lot better. The next one is don't ever give up, because trust and believe that just by having a smile on your face and being kind, that's going to piss somebody off. I'm going to let you know that now, because I piss a lot of people off just by being happy. Now, you understand who you are if you don't like when somebody tells you that you being happy is bothering them. But if you really have to get involved with a person that's not happy, trust me when I tell you, they start to really, they'll come around. They'll come around. But it's different in the beginning. So never give up on it. Don't never give up on it. And then the next thing is don't compare. Like, don't compare your life to somebody else's life. Like when you pull up at the, you know how you pull up at the traffic stop, and you might do one of these, and you might look over, and you might see like the car that they're driving or whatever, or you might see the jacket that they have on, or whatever the case may be. Something inside, something over there look good, but it's like, don't compare yourself, or don't say, "Oh, I need that." You know what I mean? Like just because they have that, now you want that. You weren't even thinking about it. You was in your little, you know what I mean? You wasn't driving a Pinto. You was driving your little Honda or whatever, but you was okay with it. You didn't need to go run and go get whatever was parked next to you because it just wasn't for you. So don't compare, like, don't compare yourself when it comes to that. If you're trying to have a good day, keep a smile on your face. Don't forget, always be nice. You know, be kind. And like I said, don't ever give up, because somebody's always going to try to throw salt in the game. And when they throw it, you just kindly wipe it up and just keep going. Don't give up. Keep your smile and still be kind. It's really hard to be kind to people that is real raggedy, but you know, it's okay, because you find blessings in being kind to raggedy people. Um, Now this next one is a little bit different because it says avoid negativity, and I'm it's self-explanatory, because if it does not fit well with you, it's negative. I don't care what the person is saying to you. I don't care how they are receiving it or whatever. But you know what I mean? Like if it's negative, if you received it as a negative, then it was negative. Even if they were trying to speak life into you and you took it in a negative way, then you have to consider yourself to understand that that's a negative situation. Now, you might have to ask yourself later on in life, why is this such a negative situation to me? What is it about me that I need to look inside of so that I don't have this situation anymore, because this is not something that I can alleviate out of my life, and this negative is trying to really make me better. You know, so when you say avoid negative situations, it's more so like avoid negative talk, avoid gossip, avoid, you know what I mean? Like not so much avoid the things that you really don't like, because I've realized that in life you're going to come in contact with some things that you really don't like. Now, in 2021, you know, they got like this whole new idea of living, I guess, so that like when you don't like something, you get to literally walk away from it and cut it out. But in the real world, in my life, you don't get to cut stuff out. Like if you don't like it, you might have to deal with it. You have to learn how to find a way to deal with it. Like I've never seen people that just make the option and just be like, oh, I don't want to go that way. Like, ah, okay. But I guess, you know, in this world, you know, they say, you know, make your own money, make your own economy, you do what you want, say what you want, be how you want. But at the end of the day, people are looking at you and people are watching you, and people are going to want to be with you, and you should want to be with somebody else. So you might have to work on some stuff. You might have to get rid of some stuff. You might have to hear some negative things, but not take them in a negative situation, but actually fix whatever it is that they're talking that is negative in your life. Because that's what God does. He puts you in front of people, He puts you in situations so that things can change in your life. Why? Not because you're being made to, but because you see the example of what it looks like to live right, or you see the example of what it looks like to be financially stable, or you know what I mean, or have financial freedom. So because you know what you see what it looks like, you now know what you want to go get. So now you know you don't have to sit around and watch Ion all damn day, because you can actually do something productive with your life. Even though, you know, shout out to Ion, because it's nothing better than the just criminal minds all damn week. You know, it doesn't really do much for who you are, but there's some people out there that really know what I'm talking about. And if you are one of those people, I'm here to tell you that today is your day. Why? Because every single day that we get a chance to do one of these and breathe, you're doing better than somebody that didn't. And sometimes it's as simple as that. You might not have anything else good going on in your life, but today I need you to know that it is still your day. Today is your day. And you really, really, really need to hold on to your smile. Make sure that you're trying to be kind. Do go over and above just to be kind. Never give up. Don't ever, ever, ever let anything or anyone stop you from doing what it is that you want to do or you set out to do, especially if it's got to do with anything about completing what it is that is been placed in front of you, like that's been placed as your why. Now I know I probably said something to someone just now, and I'm glad that it's me that's getting an opportunity to say it to you. The reason why is because I knew what my why was, but I was scared of my why because my why would tell so many other people's story. My why ends up telling someone else's story. But in the whole point of telling the story, there's a story that's more prevalent than it all. And that's the story of how God loves us all, each and every individual differently, how, like, no matter what it is, your worst moment is why he loves you the most. My worst moment is why he loves me the most. Your worst moment and my worst moment together make us tighter than you ever even imagined. That's what we got to be. That's the new place. That's the place that everyone is trying to understand. Where are we doing? Why are we doing? How is this working? But not. That's because we're all not breathing the same air in the same place, if that makes sense. Right. We're in the same building, we're in the same establishment, but we're not breathing the same air. Something about it. It's something about it. The way that I think about things are not the way that you think about things. However, we are thinking about things, and we need to get it back onto another level. So I gave you what? Smile, being kind, don't give up, don't compare yourself, avoid negative situations. What I was just talking about was really making peace with your past. Like whatever you've been through, however you've looked at it, whatever it is that has happened, you have to be okay with it. Know that if you have not embraced it yet, now's about the time to embrace it. This is the time, actually, I will tell you, this is the time to embrace your mess. All right? Like, I don't know how to say that. And okay, I embrace mine. Here we go. Look, I'll embrace my mess because it's time to embrace your mess. Like, in my life, I think the biggest thing that I messed up on was I didn't understand that my body was a temple. And I didn't understand that the value that I had in me, like I gave it, I was giving it less value by the way that I lived my life. But, however, I must say that the influence of life has only been there because of those sinful opportunities that have aroused, if I can say it like that. And sometimes the hardest part, like I said, is embracing who you are so that you can understand what it is that God is really doing for you in your life. And mind you, remember, whatever you're going through is not really for you, it's for someone else to watch you, or someone close to you is actually watching you, and the lesson is for them. And that's why it's more of importance when you realize that today is your day. Like, you claim that, you hold fast to that. So in all of my young and dumbness, there whore, like those are the names and words that come to my mind. But then I look and I say, oh my God, Talk about take something and make it full circle, because that's what God says do. You're supposed to take everything that you did in your life and you should be able to make it work. And if it don't work, then you should be able to throw it out. But if if you if you don't use it, it won't actually complete the situation. But if you be honest and you use all of it, it will come back. I believe so. Because the same way that there's a message that needs to be heard right now, I believe that there are so many people that are just so done with church, don't want to hear nothing about what God is trying to say. They know who God is. They don't need nobody to tell them how they got to do their relationship. They damn sure don't need to go in the building, because anything that's happening in the building is probably ain't right no way. Everybody has their own idea of how this thing is working, and we've all correlated who we are by our idea of what it is that we believe that God is saying to us. Now, it's all good, but it's not, because it's not all one. And if it's not all one, then we're missing the point. Because somewhere down the line, when you want to make your right, I might want to make my left. And then we look like we're not moving because we don't know whether to go right or left. That's why we have to take it back and just say, hey, guess what? Today's my day. Today's your day. In the same way that it is their day over there, we then have to just come together and say, God, what is it that you want us to do? And then it says, just take care of everything. Take care of who you are. Take care of your mind. Take care of your body. Take care of your spirit. If you start to, like, even me, I'm starting to, what is it? I started taking, well, I don't know what it's called. I guess a dietary supplement or whatever. I'm getting rid of my poo. I'm getting rid of the toxins. Like everybody deserves the time to just clean up and and to see clearly. And I mean, I've been seeing it for a while, but I guess now it's time to let you know, because if you don't see it, I definitely want to make sure that you do, because that way the more we get to see it and the more you get to resonate with it, then you understand that what we make so simple is really, really, really so, like, we make it so hard, so complex. It's so simple. Like, I've never in my life really just under just was able to, if you understand how easy it is for God to love you versus somebody else, it's almost pathetic. It's like we work really hard for people to really care for us, or approve of us, when they don't even matter. I mean, they matter in the whole scheme of things, but they don't matter in your life. If they're not the people that are supposed to be connected to you, then guess what? It just won't happen. You'll be separated from them, and it'll be simple. It really is. Like, we make this thing so complex. Like, people that break up with you, people that leave you, and people that, like, just show you who they are and don't want to talk to you. Like, we have to understand that we're supposed to be okay with that. We're not supposed to go and re-alter our entire lives so that we can make sure that these people stay in our lives. Like, that's the whole lie. Like, we're still just lying instead of just being honest and being like, God knows best, and the reason why they're leaving is because God is trying to get them out of your life. And the point of it is you be all right if you just listen, stop manipulating stuff and trying to make it work for yourself and everything. So, but yeah, I'm sorry. I probably just went off on a tangent a little bit, but that was for somebody. It was for somebody. Um, but I really just wanted you to know that today is your day, and it's yours for the taking. Go get it. Go get it. There's something that we're given. It's called authority. Sometimes it's good to take it. It's good to sit up and, just want to have what it is that you need to know that you want to have. You deserve it. Why not? Why not? Don't forget, if you have not gotten your Surviving Tough Times, go ahead and go get you a copy. I'll make sure I put it in the link. Like, I'll make sure I put it in the link. If not, I know it'll definitely be on Facebook. Um, but yeah, man, go get that thing. Go get that thing. That way, and you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to do, yes, it is my day, Seth. Make sure you go get your copy. Thank you. I appreciate you. I haven't seen you in a minute either. So it's good to know that you're still connected, because it's good to be connected. And it's always good to stay connected, because the more you connect, the more you know that you're right where you're supposed to be, because today is your day. And y'all need to get ready for it, because if y'all are not ready, the day is here already. And I mean, it's here. So the blessing of the day is what? What can we say out of the blessing of the day? I'll just leave it with this. Y'all have a great day. Just like that. Come on, yeah. Imagine sitting at home one day. The Papa says, come out and play. But you don't trust his name. So you don't know what to do. Just pray. Our Father, art in heaven. Yeah. Hallowed be thy name. Pray every day on earth as it is in us this hour. I wonder if I could save from bleeding straight from the kingdom and the power and get the word and amen. Now I feel a little bit, it can feel a little bit. He'll walk with you and talk with you and lead you all the way. If you doubt him, he'll never stray. He might not come when you want him, but he's right on time. He'll be right there in a drop of a dime. You gotta pray. All right, y'all. Pray today. Yeah. I will see you guys later. Our Father, art in heaven. Make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Go get your book. Don't forget. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation. Y'all have a good day. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Ow, 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 ow. Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one.